It's time for Pierre Governor Basketball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Pierre Governor Basketball is brought to you in part by Dairy Queen, Todd's Electric, Shane's Pharmacy, Avera St. Mary, and Bank West. And by Billion Auto, Edward Jones Financial, Gales Gas, Running Electric, Gateway Ford Lincoln and Toyota, and Midwest Co-op. Governor Sports also a service of Fisher Brown, First Dakota National Bank, Lamb Motor, All Around Graphic, and Faith Lutheran Church. And by Missouri River Dentistry, Milwaukee Federal Credit Union, Papa Murphy's, Cooter Contracting, and Wegner Auto. And now for the call of the game, here's the voice of the Governors, John Winkler.
And a good evening as we welcome you here to Riggs High School for our first game in 2022 at Riggs High School, and the first game for the Pierre boys in 2022 as they come in at 4-0 and they take on the Lincoln Patriots here at 2-2. Joining me this evening is I guess also a voice of the Pierre Governors, Greg Dean. It's Greg, it's good to have you here. This is shaping up to be one of the better matchups in the state, not only just tonight, but across the season so far. This is one of the most anticipated matchup to at least get 2022 underway.
Yeah, and this is going to be a good test for the Governors. The Governors out of the gate 4-0 before Christmas. 4 big wins against the West River teams, and really, if you look at those 4 games, they really weren't tested until they got into that game right before Christmas against Spearfish, and Spearfish came in and kind of bloodied their nose a little bit. The Governors responded well to some adversity and came back and put that game away in the second half. But now we kind of get into the meat of the schedule, and it starts tonight with maybe a little bit of an underrated Sioux Falls Lincoln team. They come in 2-2, but this is a team that has a lot of tools and a lot of talent to it.
And they will have to do it, though, without one of their starters, as it will be Caleb Hyatt that is out sick, as Saif Shah will be the man that will replace him in the starting lineup. But that's a big blow because this is a team, and I won't say that too much because, also just like the Pierre Governors, I think when they sub, they don't sub down. They're a team that's got a lot of depth to them. But having one guy out, and Jack Merkwan will still be out for the Pierre Governors tonight, but having one guy out does hurt a team.
Yeah, absolutely. And for Sioux Falls Lincoln, they actually beyond their starting 5, actually bring one of their bench players, Cameron Jackson, 6'9" senior off the bench, who was actually signed to play basketball at Black Hills State next year to play at a Division II program. So that speaks to not only the quality of their starting 5, but also what they've got on the bench. Losing Caleb Hyatt, a big inside presence for him, the 6'5" post player, is going to be a bit of a detriment to it, but they've got an awful big post player to rely on and fall back on.
The Sioux Falls Lincoln Patriots sophomore team wrapping up a victory over the Pierre Governors. The JV team was able to get a win in the first game, but our second game has concluded here at Riggs High School, so the main event's coming up here in just a little bit as the Pierre Governors and Lincoln Patriots will battle here at Riggs High School as the Governors look to remain undefeated, taking on this 2-2 Sioux Falls Lincoln team. Again, John Winkler and Greg Dean here with you at Riggs High School. It is good to be with you here in 2022, and when we return, we start our interviews with our coaches. First, we'll talk with the head coach of the Sioux Falls Lincoln Patriots, as we'll talk with Coach Hall Seth of the Lincoln Patriots. Back in 3 minutes, you're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Insurance. We all need it. Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates. At your service, at your side. With offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
Bank West Insurance has the expertise and resources to deliver personalized service and customized solutions. As an independent agency, we shop dozens of companies to get you the best coverage at the best price. As your trusted choice for insurance coverage, we promise to go the extra mile so you can rest assured your loved ones and your assets are protected. Contact your local agent to put Bank West Insurance to work for you.
Not a deposit, not FDIC insured, not insured by any federal agency, not guaranteed by any bank, may go down in value, equal opportunity provider.
Has it been years since you've been to the dentist? Are you afraid to see a dentist? If so, you are among many people who feel this way. Hi, I am Dr. Michelle Hofer of Missouri River Dentistry. At our office, we pride ourselves as an office that uses a personal touch to offer gentle dentistry, tailored to fit each patient's needs. We do so by utilizing state-of-the-art equipment and methods which allow the patients to feel comfortable. So whether it has been many years or 6 months since your last dental visit, your oral health is important. We invite you to call us at Missouri River Dentistry, 223-2021, 223-2021.
Papa Murphy's in Pierre is here to make your big game party a success. They have fresh-made, delicious pizzas, cheesy breads, salads, and desserts that are ready to bake for all you football fans. Papa Murphy's pizzas are made fresh for you right in our store, so no more worries. Salty pizza. You take Papa Murphy's pizzas and bake them in the comfort of your own home so they're hot and fresh right from your oven. Come on down to Papa Murphy's in Pierre and pick up your pregame pizzas. Papa Murphy's in Pierre. It's love at 4 degrees.
Building a home. It's the biggest investment most of us make in a lifetime. Not to mention, it's a decision that, well, you pretty much live with day and night. The quality of the workmanship stares back at you like a reflection. It also affects the value of your investment. Choosing the right contractor is critical. Kruger Contracting is 2523. Quality workmanship and materials completed on time. Kruger Contracting. In a word, quality. Call 222-2523.
And on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Joining me is Coach Hall Seth of the Lincoln Patriots. And Coach, you come in, first game of 2022. Didn't play that long ago, just last week, Thursday on December 30th. So you only had a week off. But what's that feeling going into 2022 at 2-2? You know, how do you feel about your team to this point?
Well, they one half might look pretty good, but yeah, we're still got work to do, and all of a sudden we have to have a little attitude adjustment speech at halftime. We come out and play a lot better. So we're just trying to find a way to put 4 good quarters together right now.
This Pierre team coming in at 4-0. What have you seen from them on film that makes them a dangerous and a really good 4-0 team?
Well, they got 2 guys that are pretty physical. They actually got and they're very all 5 guys out there are going to be very physical. Keen Holz is obviously can score from anywhere. That's going to be a kid that we got to worry about. And Edmonds kids is another kid that we got to worry about. But they've got other guys that are contributing just as well. And so we have to know where everybody is at every single point in the game.
For you guys, you have a lot of size and athleticism as well as what Pierre has. And maybe not to take anything away from their first 4 opponents, but you guys are probably the most athletic and will be the biggest team that they see so far. Does that lead to an advantage for you guys?
No, I don't think so. I mean, we like to feed it in the post, but we've got kids around the perimeter that can attack the basket, can shoot. Our post guys right now, when they get it inside, if they get doubled up, they're doing a pretty good job of kicking it out to us and shooters. So, we're right now, as much as we'd love to try to get our offense post-oriented, we just like ball reversals. We like outside in. We like inside out. We like the ball moving, and we look for the best shot, and not necessarily any particular guy looking for.
Pierre, how important is a good start for you guys, especially after a long bus ride? I know the varsity guys have been able to stretch their legs for a while before tip-off, but how important is a good start after a long drive?
Well, in any game, it's important to get off to a good start, but more so after a 3-hour bus ride, I think our guys are a little anxious to get going. So I think the energy effort is going to be there. We'll see. We'll just see how we match up well with Pierre.
What's it going to do to knock off Pierre, give them their first loss?
It's going to take a pretty solid defense on our part. We're going to have to rebound well. We're going to have to know where people are at. We're going to have to make our rotations. We're going to have to talk to each other out there. But it's going to be about how well we can play defense. It's not going to be how many points can we outscore Pierre. It's can we defend Pierre, and that's going to be the key tonight.
Coach, I appreciate the time. Good luck tonight.
Yep, thank you very much.
Coach Hall Seth of the Lincoln Patriots back with more of the pregame show next here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Faith Lutheran Church prays for God's blessings to all of our athletes and their families. We're proud of the commitment and dedication that you give to your team. We would love for you to join us and celebrate the successes that God gives to us on the field in the classroom, and throughout our lives. You can worship with us at Faith Lutheran Church on Sundays at 8:30 and 11 a.m., on Wednesday evenings at 7 p.m., or you can watch online at faithluth.com/livestream.
KCCR Pierre, AM 1240 and 98.9 FM, a riverfront broadcasting station. Slow down and arrive alive. Looking for your next new or used car, truck, or SUV? Then go no further than the comfort of your own home. Shop online at lambmotor.com. On lambmotor.com, you'll find the vehicles Lambs has in stock. You can schedule a test drive or your vehicle's next tune-up, all online. New or used, shop for it all online, anywhere you are. Lamb Motor has the right vehicle for you. Lamb Motor in Oneida and online, lambmotor.com.
No one likes to have electrical problems, but when they happen, call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. With over 28 years of experience, Todd's Electric can handle any type of electrical problem, whether it's residential, commercial, or agricultural. Their knowledgeable staff knows and understands the importance of your home, business, or ag facility and are prepared to help. Call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. That's 223-2518. Todd's Electric, serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre areas. The line to power.
It takes hard work to reach goals. It's a truth that applies to more than just sports. It also goes for your financial goals. You work hard for your money. You deserve an investment strategy that lines up with your game plan. Your local Edward Jones financial advisor can help. If your investments aren't getting you closer to the win, visit edwardjones.com or stop by your local Pierre area Edward Jones office for financial review. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
As we welcome you back to the pregame show here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Joining me is Coach Brian Acoustic of the Pierre boys basketball team as get set for the first game of 2022. It feels like it's been a really long time since that last game in 2021. But a chance to play a Sioux Falls Lincoln team who's tough. They've got a lot of size. They got a lot of depth as well. What's the feeling going into tonight?
These boys are just eager to compete. They're kind of sick and tired of playing against each other. We've tried to do a good job of mixing up teams in practice and creating different scenarios as we go, but there's no easy way to go about 3 weeks of practice, and our boys have really handled it well and really embraced the challenge behind that duration of practice time. So they're chomping at the bit to get going here, and I think they're really excited.
Sioux Falls Lincoln comes in at 2-2. When you look at film, what stands out to you the most?
Of course, their size inside. Naturally, with JT Rocket 7 foot tall, that's something that certainly stands out. But they've got some guards with some athleticism and quickness, and pretty versatile. But I really like our matchups and the idea that they have to defend us as well, and keeping that mindset and having an attack mentality and forcing them to defend us. And we talk a lot in our defense, we want to dictate the shots that they're taking and take more shots that we want them to take and less that they want to take.
Your size is good, but also the athleticism of everybody on the floor, whether it's the starters or the guys that come in off the bench. How does that handle? How are you able to handle that with their size then?
We love that when we go to our bench, we don't feel like we're subbing down. We have a lot of guys that can come in and bring that same level of intensity, and we really pride ourselves on the defensive end, and we're still establishing that identity defensively, and that will continue to remain. It's not good enough for the first 4 games. It's got to be all 20 of our regular season and then into the next season. So we've got to make sure that we continue to establish that, and we see with the rotation that we have, with the guys and the depth that we do, that we're able to keep up the intensity. And we talk a lot about coming in and being not having any lapses as far as that intensity goes, but then also making sure that we're doing what we need to, establishing our presence defensively, getting those boards, and then making sure we're running our lanes hard, pushing the tempo, and getting good looks on that, but using our defense to really translate into our offense.
Your first game since December 18th, and they played December 30th. How important is a good start, especially after not playing for so long? I talk about a lot about good starts against good teams or whatever it might be, but after a long layoff, how important is a good start against a team like this too?
think it kind of feels a little bit like it's our first game again. There's that feeling behind this, just because it has been so long since we've played, and I loved how we came out at Rapid City Stevens. So let's hope that that's the same way that we do here. But I do agree. I think it's really important to come out hard and really, again, establish that presence defensively, and then allow that to play into our offense. And but we want to play hard from the tip-off to the end of the game, certainly. And we feel that with the depth, the athleticism, the quickness that we have, we're able to wear teams down with that, and hopefully we'll be able to do that tonight.
Well, you might have just answered it, but what's the key to success to get a win tonight against Lincoln?
Always is going to be defense and rebounding.
Coach, I appreciate the time. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Back with more of the pregame show next here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
As long as you have a local cooperative, you'll never farm alone. At CHS Midwest Cooperative, our team is your team, ready to help you make the decisions that are vital to your operation. From the seed, plant health, and marketing the grain, to fuel to keep you running, the feed to supplement your herds, and the financing programs to make it all possible. We're here for you. Give CHS Midwest Cooperative a call today and let us show you the value of the co-op. Local, loyal, and trusted for generations.
Wagner Auto Company is your complete. You'll find a great selection of quality. Good care. With a full-service parts and body shop, along with a friendly financing team that'll do their best to get you into your next new or pre-owned vehicle with financing that fits your budget. Wagner Auto is your local, family-owned, full-service dealership in Pierre. WagnerAuto.com. That's WagnerAuto.com.
As we welcome you back here to Riggs High School, as we're getting set here for tip-off between the Pierre Governors and the Lincoln Patriots. John Winkler alongside Greg Dean. And Greg, we heard from the coaches. I think they don't want to tip a whole lot. They don't want to show their hand too much. But these two teams, I think, are going to be. We're going to be seeing these teams at the end of the season, and potentially they could both be at home when it comes down to Sodak 16. And this is a big game to determine. I don't want to say an easy matchup, but how good of a seed they can be. This could be a game that determines that.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, for the Governors, I mean, this is a chance to kind of make a little bit of a statement. I mean, you know, the rest of the state looks at their record. One of only a couple of teams. I think them and Sioux Falls Roosevelt are the only two undefeated teams in AA right now. And so if they can continue and move that record to 5-0 tonight, especially against a good Sioux Falls Lincoln Patriot team, this is going to kind of put everybody else on notice and say, hey, when the Governors come to town, whether you're coming to Pierre or whether the Governors are coming into your home court, you know, you've got a game on your hands.
They got two words in front of their name of Lincoln, and it's Sioux Falls. And sometimes there's a lot of teams that lose because they're playing a Sioux Falls team, not because of that Sioux Falls wins the game, not to take anything away from them, but the word Sioux Falls sometimes get in front of you, and you can't play well. I think this Pierre team, they don't want that to happen here tonight.
And I think, you know, part of it goes back to the fact that you've got a lot of multi-sport athletes on this basketball team, and you know, they have this is a group of athletes that's had a lot of success starting on the basketball court, but transitioning over to the football field, to the baseball field, to the track, and you know, that success takes away kind of the intimidation factor because that confidence level is at a high.
The Governors and Sioux Falls Lincoln Patriots will be coming up next with tip-off. You're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
At Shane's Pharmacy, your health care is important, and Shane wants to be the pharmacist to take care of you. Shane's Pharmacy will make sure your prescriptions are filled in a timely manner. They will answer your questions, and they will even deliver to your home or office. Call 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy, the pharmacy you know and trust. The number again is 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy in Fort Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
Innovation, goal for you and your family, offering comprehensive care that has earned 4 out of 5 stars by the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services in hospital performance and safety. Avera St. Mary's world-class care is further supported by advanced technology, two-way video e-consults, 3D mammography, and a state-of-the-art birthing center, so you and your family don't have to go anywhere else, because innovation lives right here in Pierre. Learn more at avera.org/news.
This winter, sip on a delicious hot cocoa and lose yourself in the grace of a fresh falling snow before you
Smash that hot mug on the driveway and join First Dakota to bank some noise for winter sports. Stomp for block shots, holler for match ceiling takedowns, and go berserk for a perfect dismount. Let's give the home team all we've got. Bank some noise with us at First Dakota National Bank.
Open a new account online today at firstdakota.com. Member FDIC.
Are you building a new home or remodeling the old? Adding a fireplace can make a house a home. Olson Plumbing in Pierre carries a full line of heat-a-lator fireplaces. Whether your taste is traditional or contemporary, Olson Plumbing has a great selection of heat-a-lator fireplaces that will fit any style. Whether you're building new or updating, call Olson Plumbing. Heat-a-lator fireplaces, the first name in fireplaces. Olson Plumbing in Pierre is your source for the industry's largest selection of indoor-outdoor fireplaces, either gas or wood, and outdoor fire pits. Stop by their showroom at 2803 East Wells or give them a call, 224-6436.
As we welcome you back here to Riggs High School, we'll throw it down for both teams.
Another senior guard, number 3, Gage Gold. A junior guard, number 11, Elliot Whitney. A senior forward, number 33, Seth Shaw. And then sophomore, the Patriots are coached by Scott Henry, Jerry Jansen, Brian Youngberg, head coach Jeff Hall Seth. And now green and white on your feet and bring the rebels. These are your Governors Better. A senior guard, number 2, Matthew Henson.
So we're set for basketball here this evening. Glad you're with us here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. John Wickler alongside Greg Dean. Greg, we've already mentioned a couple times. Should be a good one tonight. Up, and it was too late from Elliot Witt. Down 18-11 to the Lincoln Patriots. Back in 30 seconds, back in a minute with the start of the second quarter. You're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre still wants your trade or your spare vehicle, and we're willing to give you top dollar, and we'll throw in an additional 250 Pierre Pride dollars. Sell us your car, and Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota will give you an additional 250 Pierre Pride dollars. Trade in your vehicle for a new or different one, and Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota will give you 250 Pierre Pride dollars. Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota at 518 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Call 605-224-7378 and visit gatewayfordtoyota.com.
As we welcome you back here to Riggs High School, as we continue here, second quarter, the Governors down 18-11 to start the second quarter. John Wickler alongside Greg Dean, and Greg, not the first quarter the Governors were hoping to have. They get the ball to start the second quarter, but they are within 7 points right now of Lincoln.
Yeah, and Lincoln's done a nice job. They've come out and done exactly what Coach Hall Seth talked about in the pregame interview, and that's come off a 3-hour bus ride and have really done a nice job in terms of kind of getting the Governors uncomfortable, getting them out of sync on the offensive end in the half-court set.
Here is Jacob Mayer to the right side as Lincoln Keenels will catch here for Pierre. Down by 7. There's a lob pass. Edmond will catch. He'll turn. His shot is missed from the high post, and the rebound's grabbed by the Patriots. And now back the other way. Whitney, he'll drive in. He is fouled. Jacob Mayer will pick up the first Governor foul of the night. And the first team foul here for Pierce. So plenty of fouls to give before the Patriots will be shooting free throws. On the inbound pass, Whitney will catch. She'll pull up for 3. That's missed. The rebound on the weak side is grabbed by Lincoln Keenels. Quickly up ahead for Matt Hansen. The perimeter now in the corner for Lincoln Keenels. Keenels working back out to the wing. And now is Hansen. Screen from Edmond. Down to the low post for Bush. Turnaround J is good for Christian Bush. His first points tonight. And it's 18-13. Lincoln Keenels had 8 in the first quarter. Hansen had a 3, and that was it. Now Christian Bush is the third Governor to score right now, but they still trail it by 5. 18-13. Minute gone by here in the second quarter. There's a long pass as Whitney went to the ground. Sissy will drive. High shot is rejected by Jackson Edmond, and it will go out of play. And it'll be a inbound pass with 16 to go on the shot clock. 6:51 to play here in the second quarter. Inbound, Whitney will catch again. His 3 is missed as an air ball. And the rebound's grabbed by Keenels again in the corner. And now it'll go back the other way here for the Governors. That pass is taken away, the ball is taken away as the goal goes up. He pump fakes. Second chance is blocked by Edmond as he pump faked him up, and they still got blocked. Whitney's 3 is missed. Rebound, fighting for, and a tie-up jump ball that will stay with the Patriots. And a fresh 35 for Lincoln. That was a pretty good block there by Jackson Edmond. He jumped and had to go.
You could obviously tell that goal was intimidated by Jackson Edmond. He knew that if he went up right away, that Edmond was going to put that one right back in his face, and so he waited and tried to juke him a couple times, and Edmond didn't fall for it.
Rock with a fadeaway shot. The big man missed the 7-1 man missed the fadeaway shot on Jackson Edmond. Keno starts to drive. He is fouled. It'll be the 15th foul. And Sissy, that's his second. First man with 2 fouls here tonight. 15th foul now by the Patriots.
Yeah, Sissy is a very athletic, very quick guard for the Patriots, and he's the kind of guy that is really a disruptor on the defensive end for him.
Keenels missed the 3. Rebounds grabbed by Edmond. His tough shots missed. Another rebound that's grabbed by Keenels. Pump fakes with the left hand, missed the shot in traffic with JT Rock around. And the rebound then is grabbed. Whitney with a bounce pass for Sissy. His shot's missed. And then the pass is going to be off the hands of Sissy, and it will stay with the Pierre Governors after Edmond threw the pass and was nearly a turnover. And good defense by Matt Hansen there. He got to the pressure on Sissy without fouling, as he was able then to, and Edmond was able to grab the rebound after that. Here's Lincoln Keenels for the Governors in the front court here for Pierre. With a 5-point game, 18-13 with 5:30 to play. Keenels pump fakes. He'll carry it back out. Top of the key. Pulls up after the screen. Buries another 3. His third of the game. And the Governors are within a bucket. 18-16 here with 5:18 to play in the first quarter, or in the first half.
Governors need to get some.
Here is on the right side goal. He'll step underneath the basket. Turning. That shot is up and good. As it was Safe Shaw that gets his first bucket tonight. And it's quickly now a 20-16 game as the Governors are back up the floor and turn it over on a travel called on Jackson Edmond. Just their second turnover of the ball game. 3 turnovers for Lincoln in that first quarter. 4:53 left to go here in the first half.
Yeah, the Governors need to just continue to kind of get back into the flow. I mean, just continue to work in this half-court set. They've done a nice job kind of getting back into it after the first 3-4 minutes of that first quarter.
Elliot Whitney missed the shot, so the rebound came and was grabbed then by Sissy, and then he turns it over, threw it right into the chest of Jackson Edmond. Keenels drives the length of the floor. He's fouled, and we'll see our first free throws of the night as Keenels will go to the line for 2. And the 16th foul now here from the Lincoln Patriots. And Whitney gets called for it, his second. And here is Keenels at the line for 2. And again, can pull the Governors back within 2 if he can knock down both free throws. First one from Keenels is good.
Yeah, and it's kind of an interesting deal. The Patriots, even with that big height advantage inside with the 7'1" rock, they really don't look to take advantage of that and really dump it into the low post and really try to run their offense through him like you would expect a lot of other teams to do.
Keenels goes 2 for 2 for the free throw line, so it's now 20-18. The Governors are down by 2 with 4:30 to play here in the first half. Here is at the top of the key, working to the right side is Goal. He'll drive in, kick it out top as Shaw will start to work in. Kicks it over left side, driving baseline is Dahl. His pass goes back out for Sissy for 3, and he buries that one. And Sissy's now with 5, and it's a 23-18 5-point lead again here for the Lincoln Patriots. That pass off the hands of Matt Hansen, and it'll go out of play, so a turnover. Ben Heisler is checked in, as well as Brecken Kruger for the Pierre Governors. Lincoln Keenels will check back in. Second turnover of the quarter now from the Governors, as Hansen will take a seat. We haven't seen the Governors can sub a lot, and we saw Zabel, we've seen Kaiser, and now Heisler and Kruger are both in for Pierre. There's a foul on Jacob Mayer. It's going to be his second. He's got both of the Governor fouls right now. That was just inside the three-point arc, as Cameron Jackson will check in here for the Patriots. Cade Kaiser now will check in for Mayer. He'll be on the bench with those 2 fouls. Baseline inbound upcoming here on the right baseline with a fresh 35, 3:53 to play. In the corner for 3 off the catch and make for number 5, Kyler Dahl. And it's an 8-point lead again here for the Lincoln Patriots. Keenels, top of the key. JT Rock defending him. That pass deflected off of the hands from Kaiser, and then now Sissy gets tripped up by Ben Heisler, and a foul is called on Heisler. He's either trying to push JT Rock to go defend farther out on Keenels, or he's trying to push him and say, get out of my way. I want to defend him.
Yeah, they were both eyeing keenholes, and it wasn't really like there was a planned double team. I mean, they just kind of both ended up in the same situation. The Governor's unable to find the open man after having those 2 guys spying in on keenholes out at the top of the key.
A little conference at the scores table, but it will be a left baseline inbound here for the Patriots underneath the basket. And the inbound pass goes for Sissy. Didn't handle it cleanly. Pass looking for Rock. He tried to steal off Edmond. Edmond was able to get around and force the turnover. And now Edmond, a quick pass over for Kaiser. Good pump fake. Kaiser off the baseline jumper. It's good. Good move from Kate Kaiser. A little 10-foot jump shot. Knocked down by Kaiser, and it's 26-20. Patriots lead it by 6. That pass goes off the back of Heisler, but it's still recovered by the Patriots. Now Sissy will step on the baseline trying to drive. Another turnover. That's their 3rd in the quarter. 6 in the game now for the Patriots. And Elliot Whitney, along with Elijah Olson, will check in. Sissy and Goal will take a seat on the bench.
Patriots going big with 9 Jackson on the floor at the same time.
26-20, 3 minutes to play here in the first half. Governors down by 6, looking to cut it. Potentially could cut it into just a possession. Edmond drives in, off the glass, good strong move from Jackson Edmond underneath JT Rock. And Edmond has pulled the Governors within 4. On the right wing, Olson, jab step, he'll work it back out top. And now Dahlney will drive. Spin move inside the paint, he is fouled. He'll hit the deck, he's gonna go to the line for 2. And the first 2 free throws of the game coming up here for the Lincoln Patriots. Kaiser picks up his first foul. And Whitney, who had 7 in the first quarter, have his first opportunity for points here in the second, and he buries the first free throw. Shaw will check in for JT Rock. Well, it's kind of nice when you, at the time that right before he got subbed out, you had a 7'1" guy and a 6'9" guy. I know you just mentioned it, Greg, but how nice is it to have in high school basketball a 7'1" and a 6'9" guy on the floor at the same time?
Yeah, there's a lot of college teams that are not able to put a 7'1" and a 6'9" guy at the same time.
Cade Kaiser, Brecken Kruger. He'll step into a shot just inside the three-point line. It's a long two, but Brecken Kruger's got his first points tonight, and the Governors are starting to balance out their scoring threat as it's 28-24. They still trail it by 4, but more guys are getting in the flow of the game, knocking down shots. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Into the corner it goes. Shaw for 3. Missed it. Rebound off the hands. It's going off the hands of Jackson Edmond, and it'll stay with the Lincoln Patriots. And again, they get a fresh 35 after the miss. 1:56 to play here in the first half. On the right baseline, an inbound. Long pass out. Whitney will catch. He'll try and drive in. Kicks it over for Shaw. Another chance for 3. That one's short. And the rebound, Whitney's going to get called for it on the foul. His third and the 17th foul to put Cade Kaiser at the line the other way here for the Governors. As Kaiser with 2 points so far. An opportunity here for Pierre to, if Kaiser can knock down both, he's got to make the first one to get that second one. But if he can make both, he'll pull the Governors within a possession. I guess even if he makes the first one, he'll pull the Governors within a possession.
Yeah, and that's kind of a big situation for the Patriots to have Elliott Whitney with three fouls and going to the bench now with 1:50 to go in the second quarter. He's their most consistent outside threat. He has good range. He can step out